Hi, I'm Phil Arthington and I work as a clinical psychologist and systemic family therapist with Leeds Perinatal Mental Health Service. And you're watching this video because we've met for a first therapy session together and we've agreed to continue to meet. Alongside my NHS role, I am studying for a PhD with the University of Huddersfield, and there I'm carrying out a research project which is looking at how couple and family therapy is carried out in a perinatal mental health service. And the reason that I'm carrying out this research project is that while we know that couple and family therapy can be effective in lots of different settings, and also that it's being offered more widely now in perinatal mental health services, we don't know so much about the details of how the therapy might need to look different during pregnancy or when the family have a baby. And so in this project, I'm going to be studying my own practice to see if that can produce some useful knowledge which might be helpful to other therapists working with couples and families during the perinatal period in the future. If you choose to take part, you will attend each therapy session with me in the usual way, and then afterwards I'll write an entry in my research journal. That entry will write about the main themes of what happened in the session and how the therapy looked different because you have a baby in your family and how I was taking that into account. That research journal won't contain your real names or any other identifying information. And any case notes or other recordings that might happen around the appointments will stay within the usual NHS systems and be separate from this research project. And then after we meet for each therapy session, I'll continue to make an entry in my research journal, and the sessions themselves will be carrying on just as usual. And then after we would have our final session, I'll make my final entry in my research journal, and then I'll use all of those entries to make a therapy case study. I'm referring to this as a therapy case study to show how this is not a case study about you as a couple or family, but instead it will be looking at the therapy itself. And in all of those research journal entries and the therapy case study, there'll be no personal identifying information included about you. I'll use pseudonyms and I'll not include any details that would mean that anybody reading the therapy case study would be able to identify you. The therapy case study would be included as part of my PhD thesis, and my intention is to publish this work within specialist academic journals, which are read by family therapists and researchers. 1 month after the final therapy session, if you'd be interested to read a copy of the therapy case study, I'd be very pleased to share that with you and to invite you to share any feedback on how accurate you think it is and if there are any things that need to be changed. It's your choice about whether to take part in the study, and your decision about this won't have any impact on the care that you receive, either with me or from the perinatal mental health service. So if you decide not to take part, you'll still be able to receive couple and family therapy and any other care in just the same way. And if you do decide to take part but later change your mind, then you'll be able to withdraw from the study at any time during the course of our therapy together. If you're interested to take part, I'd encourage you to read the participant information sheet and talk it through with your partner or family. If you have any questions or want to discuss anything about the study, then please do speak with me, or you'd be welcome to email me at my University of Huddersfield address, which is philip.arlington@hud.ac.uk. Thanks very much for listening.